What's up, people? The Pokemon Unite Japanese beta has just ended, and after putting in half a dozen or so hours, I thought I would share my initial thoughts on the game. I was able to try out the casual 5v5 mode a ton, and the 4v4 mode, as well as some competitive play, and I tried out as many different characters as I could to get a feel for the different roles in the game. I'll be making a more in-depth review as well that will be uploaded here soon, but this will be a brief summary of my thoughts. If you didn't get a chance to try out the beta and you're interested in the perspective of someone who did, you've come to the right place. Just remember that these are just my opinions on the game, so you might feel differently if you played it yourself, which you should definitely do come full release, since I'm pretty sure it's going to be free to play. If you did play the beta as well, I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below as well. Anyway, in this video, I'll be touching on 8 different aspects of Pokemon Unite: visual design, audio design, user interface, controls, progression, customization, gameplay, and characters and balance. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into visual design. I think the game looks really good. I can't really go wrong with the Pokemon art style. The visuals and animations are really well done, and the UI looks great as well. There are a few small areas where the animations felt a little awkward, but overall very positive. Next up is audio design. The music is fine, but quite repetitive, and I will probably play the game with the music off for the majority of the time. The sound effects are kind of hit or miss for me, and the Pokemon cries feel a bit out of place to me as well. I would have preferred the way new Pokemon Snap did things rather than using the in-game cries, but that's personal preference really. Overall, the audio is one of the lower points in the game for me still. Next up is the user interface. Functionality-wise, I think the UI is fine. It could use some work on the organizational side though. Sections of the game often feel randomly placed throughout the different panels, and it took some time to get used to where everything was, which isn't great. The in-game heads-up display is really nice, but the menus are all over the place for me. Moving on to controls. The menu controls are classic and simple, easy to use with a lot of extra options using various buttons. In-game, the controls are honestly perfect. Prior to playing, I wasn't sure how a MOBA would play on controller, but Teamy kind of nailed it. There are actually a ton of control and gameplay settings that you can tweak as well to optimize the game to your input style. Next up is progression. The game has an account level that you can grind to earn rewards, as well as a battle pass system. The rewards you get from leveling include unlocking new playable Pokemon and equipable items. The battle pass, as well as loot boxes and other challenges, give you cosmetics or currencies in order to obtain other cosmetics. There are way too many different currencies in the game for my taste. It's all a bit confusing and definitely leans into the mobile game side of things. The account level progression also felt a bit slow, which wasn't great because certain key gameplay features are locked behind level requirements, specifically battle items and competitive mode. The latter makes sense, but items being unavailable early on makes the experience suboptimal for new players in my opinion. Speaking of cosmetics, there are a lot of different areas for customization in the game. It starts with your human player character, who you can give different outfits and accessories. Then you can edit your trainer card with a pose and stickers and all sorts of stuff like that. Overall, I think these two systems are fine. I think the trainer cosmetic options are particularly really strong. The other characters you can customize are of course your Pokemon. You can unlock and equip different skins for some added flair. Currently, the event seems to be summer themed, with many mons wearing things like goggles and floaties. This is something we've never really seen in Pokemon before, so I absolutely love it. You can also customize your Pokemon's movesets a bit and their items. More on these in the balance section, but overall, the build system feels really amazing. It's simple enough on the surface, but when you get deeper into it, there are a lot of different routes you can take with any given Pokemon, just like in the mainline games. Now for the main event, the gameplay. I absolutely love the way Pokemon Unite feels to play. It's a rather simple concept of fighting opponents with moves and scoring or defending goals, but it is really quite engaging. There's a good balance of solo play and team play, and there are enough ways to contribute to the team that any playstyle is really viable. If you're not so good at fighting human opponents, you could grind for energy and try to score goals, defend your own goal, or support your teammates that can secure kills. I can definitely see myself sinking tons of time into this game when it gets released next month. And finally, I want to talk about the characters and balance. I think the cast of Pokemon they included is pretty diverse in terms of both playstyles and typings, and every playstyle feels viable at this point in time, which means the game feels pretty balanced. It's tough to make an accurate call on that with such a short beta, but I have high hopes that things will stay fairly balanced. In terms of the items, again, it's hard to say, but there are some standouts such as Eject Button and Potion that feel really strong and hard to pass up. It will be easier for the devs to balance the items than the Pokemon though, so I'm not too concerned there. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. I am more hyped than ever to get my hands on the full version in a language I can actually understand. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my points. I'm itching to discuss this game with anyone who is interested, whether or not you participated in the beta. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to join the Tang Gang. Links to my Twitter and Twitch in the description below. I may start streaming Pokemon Unite, so be sure to get involved over there. Again, if you want to know more detail about my opinions on Pokemon Unite, I will be uploading a full review pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, that's all I have for now, so until we meet again, later people!